really clear day out today. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen the weather so clear. You can really, maybe not, you can't see it on the video, but I can really see some of the details on that tower and the mountains out there. So, I don't know, it's just a nice day. Hey guys, and welcome to another Saudi Arabia coronavirus vlog. Let's get that out of my face. Today is Tuesday, April 21st. It's about 5:45 p.m. I'm out here back on my roof. It's a beautiful day today. It was just amazing weather. A little windy, which is what I like. Obviously not good for the video, but just amazing day. Wow, the weather is fantastic. Let's talk about some of the coronavirus news, some of the less amazing things. Today, Saudi Arabia broke its record again for the most most new confirmed cases per day, with 1,147 cases, bringing us to a kingdom-wide total of 11,631. We have 150 new recoveries, bringing that number up to 1,640. And we have another 6 deaths, bringing us to 109 total deaths. Worldwide saw an increase of about 80,000 cases, bringing us now to just over 2.5 million. Of these new 1,147 cases in Saudi, 305 were in Mecca, 299 in Medina, 171 in Jeddah, 148 in Riyadh, 138 in Hafuf. Hafuf's been just going crazy with cases. 27 in Taif, 10 in Tabuk, 6 in Dammam. There were a lot of cities today had cases. I'm not going to bother listing all of them. Some of them only had 1 or 2. All right, so let's talk about some of the big news today. There aren't many news stories, but the stories that there are big. So first off, it has been announced that the curfew times for Ramadan, which begins this Thursday, I think, in 2 days, on the 23rd. Yep. Curfew times are changing, not just here in Khamis Mushait, but around the whole kingdom. If you live in a city or town or governorate or province where there is a 24-hour lockdown, let's take this out, my hair is looking a little weird. If you live in a place where there's a 24-hour lockdown and you're only allowed to go out for very few things, healthcare and food basically, and drugs at the pharmacy during the day, you're only allowed to do that from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. And pretty much there's no other reason why you should be outside. Cities like Mecca, Jeddah, Riyadh, Tabuk, a lot of cities have that. Now you can go out only from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So the hours have changed a little bit. It's 1 hour less in total, because now you're only got 8 hours instead of 9 to go out. But in my opinion, the hours are better. 9 to 5, because I was never going out at 6:30 in the morning, but I could theoretically, go out at 4:30 p.m. And for the rest of the kingdom who's not on 24-hour lockdown, that's about 45% of us. Like me here in Khamis, there's no 24-hour curfew yet. Our curfew times are changing from the same time, from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. is when we were allowed to go out. I guess we still are for one more day. And now it's going to be from 9 to 5 during Ramadan. Now, some people would say that is a more lenient set of hours to go out. Some would say that it's perhaps more strict because it is fewer hours in general. I think it's a good change. I don't really think it's any more strict or less strict. It might be a little bit more flexible to some people, but I don't think there'll be much of a change there. an interesting sort of thing is that, during Ramadan, usually as far as I'm told, I've never spent a Ramadan here in the kingdom. Usually, get out of my mouth hair. Usually, restaurants are not open. They're not open during the daytime, because most Muslims, if you are healthy and able to fast, you should fast. They fast anyway. I'm not Muslim. So usually the restaurants are not open during the daytime. But now you can't go out to the restaurant at night, because after sunset your curfew is over and there's no reason you should be going out unless it's an emergency. So I don't know if people will be buying their dinners from restaurants a little bit early and just not eating them for 2 hours, or if people will just have food delivered through some of these food delivery apps like Hunger Station. But Hunger Station doesn't take cash anymore, so and they won't accept my American cards. Or maybe there will just be a lot of people because they have lots more time on their hands. Not really sure, but it'll be interesting to see what kinds of businesses are open during the day during Ramadan and which ones are not. Alright, so that's a big story, but an even bigger story, as I was uploading yesterday's video on YouTube, I saw the live news coming in about the oil prices that were just cratering. Yes, 2 days ago it was down to like $14 a barrel US, and then all of a sudden it just started dropping, well, 15, 14, 10, 8, 2, 0, negative. And I was like, what's going on here? And then all of a sudden the oil at the lowest it got to, oh, there's a fighter jet. You probably can't see it, but just always nice to anyway. The oil prices went down to negative $38 yesterday. Negative 38 and 63 cents, or was it 37? Let me check my notes. Negative $37.63 on some crude exchanges in America. All right. And then it just kept going. Prices were going crazy. They were going straight up crazy. And I don't understand why all of a sudden maybe it went down. Maybe the storage all around the world they all got full, and there was no one who wanted to take the oil. So when prices are negative, they're literally paying people to take the oil. I assume they still have to pay for delivery. It's not like they're going to deliver a barrel of oil and $37 to your door. And of course you got to store it somewhere. But it's the first time in the whole history of oil prices that this has happened. And it wasn't just negative $2 per barrel. It went down negative 37, almost 38. So we'll see what's going to happen. The world produces about 10. What? This oil supply war, competition, challenge, crisis, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, I don't really know what's going to happen with this. I'm not really an energy analyst. I'm just sort of like an observer, we'll say. And because OPEC Plus made that deal supposedly a couple weeks ago, I think, where they agreed that they were going to, by the end of the year, cut, I think, $9.7 million barrels of oil produced per day by the end of the year. They're just going to slowly cranking the supply down to boost prices. But, the thing is that there's no demand for oil. It would be something else if the economy was still, chugging along very strong like it was 6 months ago. We're in the middle of a coronavirus pandemic, and nobody's going anywhere. And there's a lot of industries that are affected by oil, directly or indirectly. And I have a list of some of them. Some of them are shipping. These big cargo ships, they take fuel, lots of fuel, and people aren't sending as much stuff. Trade is pretty much almost now it's gone down a lot, and transportation and stuff like that. It's just not. It's not there. Money anymore. Too uncertain about the future to spend their money on something. So shipping's taking a big hit. Plastics, which in America take about 3% of the crude oil that we produce, is used to make plastics. And again, people aren't buying plastics. And you'd think that now there might be a time with low oil prices to produce more plastics, but not so, because all industries stop. People are pretty much staying at home. We got chemicals like dyes, creams, shampoos, and the petroleum byproduct glycerin, and all sorts of healthcare chemicals, and pill capsules, and machines that take plastic and plastic byproduct or petrol byproducts. That's not happening anymore either. It is, because people are producing lots of pandemic-related equipment, but travel, of course, is way down. Travel, tourism, people aren't flying anywhere. People aren't. A lot of buses are shut down. Pretty much the whole travel industry and tourism. Sorry about that sudden cut. My phone, it filled up totally with space, and I couldn't record anymore. So as I was saying, we're talking about travel, tourism. It's gone down like 80% in the last 2 months. Automobiles, people aren't buying cars. I look at even at the used car market back in America, because I want to get a car, a van, or a motorcycle, this summer, and they're pretty much almost none for sale anymore. You'd think the whole market is tanking because no one's using oil, no one's going anywhere, no one's, gasoline prices have come way down. But I don't know. So, people don't have money to pay their auto loans, at least in America, and they're not getting any kind of forgiveness for that. And no one's going to work, no one's going to buy stuff, no one's going on road trips, people aren't flying around, there's no shipping, people aren't using oil anymore, or not using fuel, not much oil either. So I think we're going to see the automobile market pretty much crater. People aren't driving anywhere, and all these new cars that have been sitting on these lots waiting to be sold, no one's going to buy them because, first of all, no one's got the money. They're they don't know what the future is going to be like for their own economy and the debt that they have and or will be in, and they don't need a car or another truck right now. Rubber has also gone down, I guess it's a petroleum dependent industry, and agriculture. As time goes on, we're going to see more and more problems with agriculture as our gigantic supply chain breaks down and the collapse of our food system as we know it, for a lot of reasons that we are not really related to the pandemic. But people using petroleum and petrol byproducts for fertilizers, pesticides, and a lot of transport too. You see like all these warehouses out here. Now, I don't know how much of them store food. Some of them store all sorts of other things that are, I'm sure, use petrol in them. Oh, that's a nice little sunbeam. So anyway, there's just lots of stuff that's going on right now. Yeah, I just wanted to check out that sunbeam. That looks sick. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have. I did check the U.S. Embassy news, and at this time they have no more evacuation flights planned. So that could be bad news if they don't come up with any. I think they will. They continue to have flights for Americans scheduled. That at this very moment they just happen not to. So hopefully I'll be able to get out of here in about 3 weeks. 3 weeks and 3 days or something like that. So thanks for watching this video, guys. If you have any questions that you want me to answer in the next video or in the YouTube comments, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll answer them hopefully. And And don't forget to like, subscribe, and all the rest. I'll see you guys on the next video. Check this out. Beautiful city today. Wow. Clean air too. You know, people aren't driving around as much. The air's gotten a lot better. I've been seeing pictures out of India. They look beautiful now. China even, you know, they got all this air pollution. Where I am in Saudi, the air's not bad anyway. But today, it tastes especially fresh.